Some of you don't know what this is. These knives used to be a lot less expensive than they are now, but this is the CONDOR GOLOK. Okay? Not the easiest thing in the world to make a sheath for because that bolo blade. And obviously I could do a half cut sheath where the top's cut out so it only holds about that much of the blade and deploys just like I do my kukri sheaths, which I'll put one of those kukri sheaths up there so you can see that one. What I'm going to do is on this one, I haven't even put a belt clip on it yet. We just got the whole thing straightened out. It requires a little more jigging than what that looks like to make that sheath actually fit in there the way it should. Because really, it has a lot of drag when it comes to the bolo end and when it has to bring its way right through that choil part of where your mold is. So the key when you're doing one of these is you have to create enough clearance. I still want the blade profile in there. I want to see the blade profile, and I want an unbelievably perfectly straight sheath. It needs to be dead on. So the only way that you can achieve a final set in thermo setting is to properly jig up your project. I don't care if you call it something else. You put a build up on whatever clearances. I'll create any term you want. But to properly do, this is 15-inch, whatever. I don't even know now. I'd have to grab something and measure it. I can do like 3 feet. So, but make sure that they're straight. The whole key is to jig your process in instead of heat gunning. Right when you have to start heat gunning stuff like this, it's going to go wrong. You better have your stuff in order first, and don't be afraid to mold it, throw that mold out, or reheat it and mold it again. You are not just stuck with the mold that comes out right away. That is the very first decision that you need to make that's going to impact the end result of what you come up with. Right when you get your project out of the mold, decide then, is this what my end product needs to look like in the mold? If it's not, redo it. There is no shortcuts in this. If there are shortcuts, which I know I've seen them out there, I cannot make a shortcut in the shop. You know what I want to do to a shortcut? I make a long cut. So you just do it right the first time. And if you don't do it right the first time, do it again. And then again. Don't just be satisfied because you got everything in place and molded it. Get the mold that you can visualize the end product to be, and then start with your best mold. If you've got to mold 2 or 3 times, sometimes I do, and I'll cherry pick the best mold and then go from there. Because it's Kydex, guys. It's it's thermoset, whatever you're using. You can heat it again. And you can make it into something that you would carry every day. And let me tell you something. If you wouldn't carry it every day, don't let somebody else. That's enough preaching for today.